guess I'll just start out asking you, what you see on that Sabonis screenplay?
Which play?
When Draymond stomped on Sabonis.
Yeah, they got tangled up. Domas ended up on the ground, and you guys saw kind of what happened after that. And yeah, that was a big point in the game, obviously.
Was that kind of a rallying point for you guys and some motivation down toward this final stretch?
I think it was a moment for us to just make sure we kept our heads, knowing that Draymond is involved in stuff like that a lot, and it gets them going, gets the rest of their team going. And so for us, we want to make sure that our heads are right and we're in the right spot to finish the game.
Davion was a beast defensively tonight, especially with the task of trying to slow down Curry. But for him to hit that big three to really solidify the win, how big was that?
It was huge. Davion's been huge in both these games so far, and just keeping our pace and just trying to wear down Steph as much as we can. And his defense has been great for us. And it was funny before he was catching that ball. He'd sit next to Doug Christie, and he's talking to Davion as he's catching, like, this is when you shoot, this is when you shoot. And like as he's saying it, the ball got to Davion, let it fly. And those guys putting a lot of work together. So to kind of see that in real time, it was great for Davion. Big shot for us.
How big? Which one was more impressive, that shot or his dunk?
I think his dunk. We're kind of giving him. I think it was a couple weeks ago he hit a game, tried to dunk in transition, and he just got it over the rim, almost missed. So we were giving him some crap after practice a couple days after that. So he's telling us he's been saving his legs for the playoffs, and so he did get one to go tonight.
There was so much emphasis on physicality coming into this series. Steve Kerr said you guys have been clearly the more physical and aggressive team from that standpoint. Just what do you make of the physicality you guys have played with these last two games?
Yeah, we have to. It's I think the way both our offenses run all year, it's physicality and pressure and pace is really kind of what slows it down. And we know what their offense is capable of and what they've been doing for years now. And so we got to continue to bring physicality every possession, every play, no matter who we're bringing on the court. And so far, I think we've done that.
I mean, given that was kind of a knock on you guys, I guess, in the regular season, you guys weren't known for being a physical team. Like, what is it odd to, or are you surprised to see the flip sort of switch in that regard?
Yeah, not really. I think that was you guys were talking about that all year. If we could defend at a high level, and I think there were spurts where we were able to, especially when you're. Now you're in a playoff series. I think both teams know each other so well. Personnel so well. We know what plays they're running. Especially as this series continues to go on, we're going to learn each other even more. And a lot of times just comes down to who can take each other out of what they're doing. And so far that's been what we're trying to do.
Kevin, the altercation was one thing with him stepping on him, but to see him kind of rile up the crowd while your teammates on the ground, how did that kind of digest sit well with you guys?
Yeah, again, that's just, I feel like. That's something that gets him going. And, for us, it's just keeping our heads, making sure we're in the huddle and doing what we need to do to stay focused and trying to close out the game. So, he can do what he wants. It's, as long as we try to stay focused, it's really, all we're trying to do.
One of the storylines coming in was how much experience they had, how little you guys had in the playoffs. What does you guys keeping your head say about the maturity level of this team, that you were able to stay composed and pull out the win after that?
It was something we talked about going into the series. We have a couple coaches that were in that locker room last year that know what motivates some of those guys and what they use sometimes in playoff series to get themselves going. And we had Harrison, who brought us together towards the end of the game and just brought us in and telling us to stay together and stay focused and locked in. And something we're going to continue to do over the rest of the series.
What do you expect heading to San Francisco, knowing that you guys have one of the best road records in the Western Conference?
There's a dogfight. There's a dogfight. This is, we do what we're supposed to do, getting these first two at home. It's obviously it's a good position for us, being up 2-0, but there's still a long series to go. They're really good in their own building too, and so we're gonna fight.
Does Harrison do that a lot? I mean, he kind of pick and chooses his spots, I imagine, but I imagine everyone takes it well and listens in, right?
Yeah, when HB talks, most guys, everybody listens.
Kevin, you guys were 0-4. Were you guys at all tripping, like, whoa, this is not going the way we want it to, early in the season?
Oh, early in the season.
Yeah.
No. We got off to a great start. I think we've talked about this over the course of the year. We had a great training camp, had a great preseason. I think we built up a lot of confidence in there. We saw the depth that this team had, and didn't get off to a great start. But we held it together, went on a road trip, and got a couple big wins. And I think went on an early win streak of 7 to 9 games. I don't know what it ended up being. And just been consistent all year.
Kevin, this is the first time in the Steve Kerr era that they've gone down 2-0 in a series or 0-2 in a series. Just what does that speak about what you guys are doing right now?
I think home court is big. getting home court, having these first 2 games, playing in front of this crowd, the atmosphere, taking care of business at home, and now we got to go do it on the road.
Thanks, guys.